Today we have with us Dr. Sam Sano. He's a leader and mentor with 21 years of international, cross-functional, multicultural expertise. He's one of the founding members of Anjapam. So now to sir on what is Anjapam and how did it start?
Well, hi. Thank you so much for inviting me for this discussion this afternoon. Anjapam is a social enterprise running in Kerala, India, the south part of India. And it is a food aid project that aims to mitigate hunger. The organization in its full form is Anjapam Charitable Trust. And it's established in the year 2016. And our core project is named Anjapam, as you rightly said. So as part of the project, we have 6 Anjapam spaces. These are economy restaurants where fresh, wholesome, healthy food and clean water are served to everyone with respect, regardless of their financial status or any other factors. So our first outlet started in the year 2016 in Pathanamthitta, followed by 2017 in Ranni, 2018 in Neyatingara. Again, in the year 2018, we had another outlet opened in Chungnasheri, 2019 in Kuravilangadu, and year 2021, we started our 6th outlet in Tiruvalla. So the focus is ensuring access to food for all. Hence, instead of a billing counter, there is only a contribution box. So the operational model is to either pay what you can model or pay forward model, where patrons are free to offer what they can and if they can after meal. So those who can afford would pay for their food. Those who can't, need not. But no one would ever leave Anjapam hungry. And that's a singular goal. At the same time, it is also more than a restaurant or a food kitchen. Anjapam also supports social betterment and upliftment through, socially relevant initiatives. For example, we have access to books, literature, and reading spaces. We have talks, disclosures, webinars conducted on a regular basis. We also promote community farming projects. We do a lot of social awareness programs, street plays in and around, all outlets of Anjapam. We also have senior citizens fellowship. We have children's fellowship programs. And recently we have adopted an entire village in a place called Modiravayal in Ranni, empowering the residents with basic necessities, taking care of their education and the likes. And most of our spaces offer well-stocked libraries, bookshops, and we promote reading and learning as a way of life. By evening, Anjapam transforms into a space dedicated for reading, relaxation, promoting peace, fellowship, and a sense of belonging without or regardless of caste, creed, religion, or anything that separates us as humanity. The food, as much as possible, is pesticide and chemical free and comes mostly from the backyards of our patrons. As I said before, we also support community farming initiatives in the region. Father Bobby Jose Kettikad, a famous thinker, orator, author, is a man behind the idea. And it is his zeal for doing something to mitigate the hunger of the society that led to Anjapam as, the germ of an idea. But from there, a group of like-minded people banded together to form the team and finally establish the very first Anjapam space in a matter of few months. And that's how this journey has started.
Sounds wonderful, sir. Yeah. So, what was the main inspiration behind this idea? Like, how did it start? Yeah.
Well, as I said, it is Father Bobby Jose is a spark that led to this venture.
Yeah.
And as I said, the whole motto is that, we need to at least ensure that there is no one who's, who's hungry in and around where Anjapam is established. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sir, how far along is the venture and its missions, and where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, the project has so far served around 400,000 odd people at nominal cost or free of cost. Nevertheless, we see ourselves as only beginning of a journey. In our 6th year, we have grown to 6 outlets. But that's still a tiny drop against the ocean of hunger out there in the world. So in the next decade, we wish to open Anjapam spaces in every district, in every state in India.
Yes. Yes, sir. So, what were the struggles that you faced while establishing this venture, and how did you face them?
One of the prime challenges that we faced initially was getting the idea out to the public that hunger is really prevalent in Kerala, despite the state appearing as a modern, developed one with good health and socio-economic indicators. So once we began the project and saw for ourselves how much of a deep need there was for Anjapam, we could convey that need to a wider audience, to various sources, media interactions or social media and other offline outreach activities. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Sir, what are the strengths and weaknesses?
That's a good question. Our strengths are our people. We have a strong group of people with faith in our mission and vision. People who readily support us through their time, money, goods, and actions. Having Father Bobby Jose as a mentor and visionary is a definite plus. Our weakness would be that in today's polarized society, it takes effort to drive home the fact that this is a secular enterprise. So these are, some of our strength and weakness.
Yes, sir. So, like, yeah. So, what are the steps that you took so that this venture keeps running in the long term?
Well, sustainability is a very crucial aspect for any organization, whether it is business or social enterprise, charity, or even an NGO. So primarily we depend on our patrons and their donations for our operations. There's no questions asked about it, but we have a model which we always believed and we always tend to have it self-sustained. Anjapam as an initiative has been backed by a group of like-minded individuals with financial and other support by the community. So any money received is given back to the society through food and services, or is used to meet the running costs of the establishment like rent, staff salaries, raw material costs, transportation, and the likes. So over the years, we've also been expanding our support base through word of mouth and other outreach programs. As I said, we have people from different walks of life comes and support this initiative. Simultaneously, we have also launched initiatives to generate revenues like, for example, recently what we have done is like Christmas street sale, other baked goods and so on. Yeah.
Sir, yeah, that's fine, sir. Sir, what are the ventures contributions during this pandemic?
We had food distribution experience during the floods in Kerala in the year 2018 and 19. So building on this experience, we were able to distribute food to some of the needy sections of society during the time of pandemic. So we did that initiative, over the last year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. So, while you did all that, did the pandemic affect the organization at all? Like in a bad way, like in a negative sense?
During the pandemic,
Yeah, during the pandemic, yeah.
we were unable to offer as much food fellowship and the reading spaces as we wished to due to
Yeah.
the mandatory closures and lockdowns. Nevertheless, as I said, we also figured out new ways to serve the community. The pandemic has also offered us more insight on the needs of the community and has helped us to reach out to people in different ways that we were used to. For example, the Modravile project in Rani, the community farming initiatives, all of them have started during this time of pandemic as well.
I see, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what advice would you like to give someone who's passionate about social entrepreneurship?
I would say Anjapam is a great example of how even the simplest of solutions can create an impact. So I would implore all social entrepreneurs out there to just go out and start your impact. As you begin the journey, the path ahead will definitely be shown to you. That's what I strongly believe.
Thank you, sir. That's all we have to ask you right now. So thank you for joining us. We had a wonderful time and we got to know a lot of
Likewise.
things from you. Yeah.
Likewise,
Yes,
it was
we wish
a
you all
great
the
conversation.
best for your future endeavors. It's been
Thank
a
you.
pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Abraham. Great conversing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.